So now I am going to solve another numerical on vapor compression cycle. The numerical it is given an ideal vapor compression cycle, an ideal vapor compression refrigeration system using R12 operate as between temperature limit of -10 and 40 degrees centigrade. The refrigerant leaves the condenser dry and saturated, and the rate of flow of refrigerant through the unit is 150 kg per hour. Calculate the refrigerating effect per kg of refrigerant, then COP and capacity of the plant if A. The refrigerant leaves the condenser dry saturated as stated, क्वेश्चन में दिया हुआ है, leave the condenser dry and saturated. Then B part, the refrigerant is subcooled to 20 degrees centigrade before throttling, assuming that the enthalpy of refrigerant before throttling is approximately equal to the enthalpy of liquid refrigerant at undercooled temperature of 20 degrees centigrade, and take it as HF, that is enthalpy of the liquid, 50.59 kg per kg. Given your comment on the result. Okay, giving your comment on the result. Now next we shall go for the TS and pH chart first. TS and pH chart. So you see, from 1 to 2 process, constant entropy process, 2 to 3 that is desuperheating, 3 to 4 that is condensation, and 4 to 5 that is your constant enthalpy process inside the expansion valve, 5 to 1 that is evaporation process. Now when it is undercooled up to 20 degrees centigrade, then it comes from 6 to 7, and 7 to 1 is your evaporation. It means the cooling effect is being increased. Okay, same thing we will be dealing on pH chart also. 1 to 2 is your compression process, 2 to 3 desuperheating, 3 to 4 condensation, 4 to 5 constant enthalpy process inside the expansion valve, and 5 to 1 is in evaporator process. Now if it is being undercooled, then on pH chart again it will go to 4 to 6, 4 to 6, okay. Then it will be again 6 to 7. It is being expanded in a expansion valve, and you see on the pH chart also evaporation is increased from 5 to 1 to 7 to 1, okay. Now we shall consult the table of Freon 12 first. Table of Freon 12 has to be seen first. So H1 from the table of the Freon 12, H1 183.9 kilojoule per kg. These values are available on the chart. S1 0.719 kilojoule per kg K at temperature minus 10 degree, okay. Then H3 203.20 kilojoule per kg. S3 that is entropy at 0.3, 0.6852 kilojoule per kg K at temperature 40 degrees centigrade. Since S1 is equal to S2 and S2, then S1 is equal to S2 because they are on the same entropy. Then S1 is equal to S2, then S2 will be equal to S3 plus Cp log E, log base E, that is ln T2 upon T3, temperature T2 upon T3. Hence putting the values S3 0.7019 is equal to Cp 0.7019 S2 is equal to S3 0.6852 plus Cp 0.609 ln T2 upon T3 value 313, okay. So calculating this, we can get the value of T2, and that comes out to be 323.13 K in Kelvin, okay. Then enthalpy at point 2, that is H2 is equal to S3 plus Cp T2 minus T3, and putting all those values 203.20 plus 0.609 and in the bracket 323.13 minus 313, that gives 209.38 kilojoule per kg. H4, the liquid enthalpy at 40 degree, that is given from the table 74.59 kilojoule per kg, okay, 74.59 kilojoule per kg. Then H5 is equal to H4 from the chart also we can see, and from the sketch also. H5 is equal to H4 is equal to 74.59. Refrigerating effect will be given by N, that is will be H1 minus H5, and that value will be 183.19 minus 74.59, that gives 108.6 kilojoule per kg, okay. Now work spent during compression W, that is given by H2 minus H1, compression work, okay. Compression work is given by H2 minus H1, and that is 209.38 minus 183.19 gives 26.19 kilojoule per kg. Now the COP will be, that is refrigerating effect upon the work done, that is well known and everybody knows that. That is given by 108.6 divided by 26.19, and that gives 4.15, okay. Now next part, that is the refrigerating capacity of the plant. Refrigerating capacity of the plant, that will be given by MR into refrigerating effect per unit kg, that is given by MR 150 upon 3600, it is given in the question also, multiplied by 108.6, that gives 1.525 kilojoule per kg, or in kilowatt 4.525 kilowatt. Okay. Now the B part. In the B part, with undercooling to state 0.6, H6 is given by 50.59 kilojoule per kg. H6 is given by 50.59 kilojoule per kg. The enthalpy remains constant during the throttling process. 6-7, of course, enthalpy during throttling process is constant. Therefore, H7 is equal to H6 is equal to 50.59 kilojoule per kg. Okay, H7, H6 after undercooling, of course. Then refrigerating effect, N H1 minus H7, that is given by 183.17 minus 50.59, that gives 132.6 kilojoule per kg. And compression work W, H2 minus H1, that is 209.38 minus 183.19, and that gives 26.19 kilojoule per kg. Therefore, COP will be given by refrigerating effect upon the work done, and that gives 132.6 divided by 26.19, and the value comes out to be 5.06. So COP has been obtained when undercooling process. Second part is the undercooling process. First one was direct expansion from the liquid stage, and second part, B part, that is undercooling process. Therefore, refrigerating effect H1 minus H7, that is given by H1 minus H7, that is given by 183.17 minus 50.59, that gives 132.6 kilojoule per kg. And compression work W, that is given by H2 minus H1. Of course, compression work is same, 209.38 minus 183.19, and that gives 26.19 kilojoule per kg. Therefore, COP, that is refrigerating effect upon the work done, and already we have calculated refrigerating effect 132.6 kilojoule per kg, and work done 26.19 kilojoule per kg. Therefore, COP is equal to 5.06. Therefore, capacity of the plant, that is 150 divided by 3600 multiplied by 132.6, and that gives 5.525 kilojoule per kg, or in kilowatt it will be 5.525 kilojoule per kilowatt. It will be 5.52 kilowatt. Okay. Now comments. In the question it has been asked to give the comments also. Give your comments on the result. So the comments are, with undercooling there is improvement both in COP and refrigerating capacity of the plant. This is the comment which has been given about the improvement in coefficient of performance and improvement in refrigerating capacity. That's all. Thank you.